बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। हमारी ये सीरीज़ जो कम्युनिकेशन की है ये इसलिए बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि दिस इज़ व्हाट वी डू इन मोस्ट ऑफ आवर टाइम इन आवर लाइफ। वी आर डूइंग वन थिंग एट आवर ओन प्लेन्स विद पीयर्स। ऊपर की तरफ नीचे की तरफ बच्चों के साथ हम एक काम कर रहे होते हैं, कम्युनिकेशन। कम्युनिकेशन के मैकेनिज्म में जो चीज़ बिल्कुल सेंट्रल है ना वो लिसनिंग है। बिकॉज अगर रिसीविंग में ठीक नहीं ना कर रहा है द सिग्नल तो ऑल रेस्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेसेस आर एक्चुअली डिपेंडेंट ऑन हाउ गुड आई एम हियर लिसनिंग। लेकिन समहाउ लिसनिंग इज लेस एम्फेसाइज्ड और यू कैन से इसके बारे में my personal story is that when I was after education came to some place for internship and all that, there I found out somebody said you are that kind of a listener, and found out listening is a skill. I didn't know that listening is also a skill.
And then already most of the time when a teacher stands in front of the class, he assumes, oh, there are sitting so many children and all of them have ears. He assumes they are listening, which is not the case.
And it's true for the parent also.
Yeah.
Parents, even in the homeschool situation or otherwise home situation, they feel okay, if they said something, the child is into it. He will kind of.
It is not the teachers, the parents do not really have a mechanism to check if something happened on the listening side, if these ears were really working, or if they were at all connected to the brain.
Exactly. That is very interesting part, that we think having ears is enough
for listening.
For listening. No, having ears is not enough. There is some deeper process which needs to be learned, tuned, and probably matured. So this assumption that it will automatically come to us, as Yogi said, this assumption is wrong. My ears might not be plugged to this thing, and there is a disconnect over here, or they're tuned to. It's a signal. I'm receiving a signal. I'm tuned to somewhere else. I'm not tuned to you at the moment. So don't assume this, that it will automatically happen.
Yeah. And then the teacher is speaking very eloquent and very reasonable and very understandable words, and he assumes that those children understand those for him understandable words, which is not the case.
Exactly. इसकी अगर मैं analogy दूँ तो ये ऐसे है कि there is a transmitter and there is a receiver. If this guy is not on the same frequency,
he has never heard the word.
इसे नहीं पता कि आप क्या कह रहे हैं, where are you coming from? Because each word that I am uttering is coming from one of my own experience, my own understanding, my own perspective of the thing. I am looking at the same thing from a point of view. अब बच्चा बैठा है, बच्चे का point of view you can say it's an ants. So don't assume that this skill, which is the heart of communication, comes naturally. No, it needs to be learned.
It has not only to be learned, but the teacher has to check all of those listening qualities, and not only the listening qualities, but to check it with each of the children individually, because each one of them has very different listening skills.
It's quite possible कि आपकी class में you have 20 children and only 3 were at 100% listening mode, and 80% were somebody was 20% listening, 10% listening, and 50% were zero listening. It's quite possible. So don't assume it. Let's learn it as a skill, and let's sensitize. Everything starts with awareness. Thank you.